Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington football team.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a terrific return.
Jimmy Smith with the interception.
All the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over first.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start
Hey,
things out.
PPF.
They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age.
At 43 years of age, the greatest quarterback to ever exist, the GOAT, Tom Brady.
You're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulder. I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I threw that too high.
Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
From the gun, it's Brady.
And I throw an interception.
Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Oh, an injured Cardinal is being taken to the back. That means good news for me.
After the loss to start,
It's one of their offensive linemen. Although it is football, injuries do happen.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham.
The pass.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite.
Oh, crap. He was wide open.
And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 43 yards. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
That's going to be caught.
Oh, touchdown, Cardinals.
And for the Arizona touchdown. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning
Not the way I
this
wanted
since
it
he
to
was
go.
a little kid. That's a cool moment.
But it happened.
So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection.
All right, I got to put Lamar in just for a bit.
For later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Jackson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Pick up a 3.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 130 yards. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I signed Cole Beasley up to free agency.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Yep. And there's my second interception.
Go. Go.
This one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I should have stuck to the run.
2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry. When a draw
Still
works,
first quarter,
it can
though.
be
I ain't
a thing
looking
of
straight
beauty,
right
but
now.
when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
All right, let's take them on. Going against the Ravens. They got Stephon Diggs, Nick Chubb, and Zadarius Smith.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very
One thing I got to worry about, Michael Vick starts running.
Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing.
But they're going to have to
Because you don't
punt
have to
it.
throw
Fourth
it.
and
You
2.
come back with a strong run game if you want
With
to.
24 seconds
If you're
left on the
fourth
clock
down
in the first
territory,
quarter.
that really opens things up for you.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Takes over first and 10.
Vince Wolford.
Their own 27-yard line.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deep.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Both off fresh week 1 victories. By Madden Simulation, they said I won the game when I lost.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third
Sammy
down.
Bob.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Washington on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 19. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
And give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he whips that one incomplete.
I got scared there for a minute.
Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down. 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw is Jackson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought
Cardinals got to him. I'm going to have to take a field goal.
One thing that I liked about this
59 yards, haven't been a carry.
Of course, I love his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
10-3.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Injury timeout, Washington, The Rock.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
Uh-oh. I hope his injury is not major. He's not being taken off the field. Oh, he's being, I thought he was being taken off the field. His leg is hurting.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
See ya. Goodbye.
Houston, Texans. I should play that theme for you.
To his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one.
The Rock has got a foot sprain, will return soon.
Opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And
He just
against that, you get
ran
a
right
turnover,
over Brian
it can turn into a
Urlacher.
big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here.
You ain't going nowhere. Lay it down, son.
And it'll bring up 4th down.
New York Jets win 27-21, the final score. Only in franchise.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando.
What's their score going to be next season, TPF? Is going to be worse than it was this season?
Second week of the regular season.
Oh, no! Pick it up.
It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover
Damn.
his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I messed up there.
Lamar Jackson
I shouldn't have done it like that.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt return,
Put me at the 12-yard line.
it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it.
He may not look pretty, but I'm going to get the job done one way or another.
Taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
No huddle, no huddle.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football. And
As long as I can get 2 field goal yardage, I'll be fine.
I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I get Washington timeout. No, not Sneeze. No. I need him.
Well, he gets attended to.
Is he being taken off field? No, he's being sitting on the bench, so he's good. You know, if they get taken off the field, you know it's a serious injury.
The pass run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it.
All right, with 4 seconds left.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half,
we're going to go ahead and take our field goal here.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
And I missed it.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
I missed it.
Stay right where it is. So
that was my fault.
I
take full responsibility for that.
Hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look. Well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd.
How did he get that? I will never know how he intercepted that because he was nowhere near that ball. But it's whatever, man. I know you want me to lose this game. That's all there is to it.
Obvious accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
This is the game wants me to lose, TPS.
It happens.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience.
Some of you just have to get used to Madden. This is like how it was set up for Apocalypse beat Yokozuna. Remember that?
Maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return.
No, Glover Quinn intercepted it. What do I say, BPF? Don't throw his way.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25.
When in doubt, go to Gronk.
12 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Oh, going for it on 4th down and 9. What is this, 20 to the second half?
Making the tackle from his corner spot. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that.
They're at the 50-yard line anyway.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Well, that would be a flag on me anyways.
We do have a penalty flag down, however.
It should have been roughing the passer. But it's going to be illegal forward pass. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. I mean, 3rd and 12.
That's a no-no.
Because you know they damn well ain't going to decline that.
On the field, across the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And there it is. I got sacked.
His second sack of the afternoon.
And it's third down. I don't know. I'm at 76 yards. I've been hell no. All right, last time I risked it, I'm going to have to do it again.
No one can stand up to this week after week.
I was hoping pray somebody can get open this time. And nope, my guy got him away, and I couldn't throw it.
Miles Garrett, and the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
So my own guy, own lineman, screwed me over on that one.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call, but how about the guys that just stopped them?
If I'm going to lose, I'm not going to lose easily.
You want to go for it here? We shut you down.
Oh, I heard intercepted. Houston Texans intercepted it.
That's all right.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
That's right. You ain't worried about him.
Like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble.
We're competitive football players.
They got a touchdown.
So many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the
Jeremy Shockey.
or you're throwing the check down.
Well, they can take their field goal if they can make it from right here.
A nice safe throw and a good one.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing.
Yep, they made it. I thought it was going to hit upright.
When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing the drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And
That's definitely not a play to run with Lamar at all.
I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And out of bounds on the
I found their weakness, PPF. That's good. I can exploit it. That's one thing about football. You find their weaknesses. Ain't that correct?
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'm just going to keep running to the right side because that's where they're the most vulnerable.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to run now.
Every time. I mean, what is the deal? He can throw a pass and then he can't throw a pass? What's the deal? Okay, game. I see what you're doing here.
And the Washington first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final.
Going into the 4th quarter.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
Touchdown. Washington football team.
Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yes, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up.
I've sent Shane an invite, so if he don't join, he just doesn't join.
That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
He disappears sometimes. You just have to deal with it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback.
I wanted to ask Uncle Fly if he wanted to, but then I realized he works a lot, so he won't have time.
Now as they get set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news.
I know this summer I'm going to be working a shit ton, so I won't have any time for games. So I'll have to make you active commissioner. Take my commissioner rights away.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice.
Hey, TJ.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
You might as well punt it back to me, because you damn straight ain't getting it back. I can guarantee that.
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away.
Yeah, you've missed a couple. You haven't missed much.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Excellent job by their defense.
You know, it's harder to do a lot of streams when, when you got this, when I got this new girl always hitting me up saying, want to hang out.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
So how's Sissy doing?
14 and a first down.
Partner in a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL.
You let her know she'll be in action tomorrow.
He came through with a nice catch right
She wants to catch the show anytime.
Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And getting this
I know you don't. That's garbage. That is total garbage. You're not doing that to me.
Good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Another carry for their leader.
No, we ain't doing that.
It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run
You're
and
not
passing
doing
game
that.
in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington football team.
With his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents,
I was Walter Payton, one of the all-time greats for the Bears.
Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT.
Go, 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 go.
17-10 score.
I heard, intercepted by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the touchdown a moment ago. They work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter.
Yep, in football it does stand for that. It stands for Donkey Kong's Outstanding. Yep. But in wrestling it stands for Domination Knockout.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back.
Oh, we got a fumble recovery into a touchdown.
Washington touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there.
Wow.
For a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge.
And it was Ray Lewis who scored that touchdown. Troy Polamalu in for the sack. He fumbled.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Is good.
The scoop and score are always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Yeah, football in real life is never this easy. The game, it's a little bit easier.
Set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
They won't run with Michael Vick again, I can tell you that.
In the end zone for a touchback. The Washington defense getting ready, and they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again?
Hey, Princess.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Tonight's just, I've replanned for DKO Wrestling to air tomorrow.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home.
Tonight is just going to be a feel like whatever I want to stream tonight.
Coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Are they going to risk it for the biscuit? Are they going to punt it? They're going to risk it for that biscuit. They have to.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And it was intercepted by Ray Lewis. One of the all-time greats ever come out of Baltimore.
Charles, that's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them?
Did who come back tonight?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
No, I didn't watch it, so I won't know.
That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
Again, Sneeze injured? All he is injury prone.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now a handoff looking right. Shedding the tackle. That'll make it.
We'll take our field goal. He's got a bruised sternum. We'll not be able to return for this game.
Short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned.
It's up, and it's good. 27-10, Washington football team leading.
Cardinals 10.
I'll see you in the Super Bowl, PPF.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory.
Right, 2-minute warning.
Maybe take something positive out of this one.
Good luck. Yep, I'm going to need it because I've got to go up against some tough challenges to get there when we get to the playoffs.
So the Cardinals,
and if I make it to the Super Bowl, I know who I'm going up against, and that's none other than the man, the myth, the legend, PPF Gaming.
Time to talk it over. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And Troy Polamalu with the interception touchdown.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Vinatieri now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively.
Oh, good grief.
Navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh no. Rumored plan for WrestleMania. One of the rumored match cards in there is The Fiend versus Randy Orton. And it'll be Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. It's rumored.
Following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, bringing his offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at a quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on?
Princess, do you have to have it so loud?
He's got to lean on that guy right now.
Princess.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
You have to have it so loud. I'm trying to hear a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Yep, this was an easy money win for the Washington football team.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40.
And that will seal the deal.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big.
I'm going to run a little bit more of this clock out. And then I'll take and I'll knee it.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
40-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few
And with that, that'll set them up for the end of the game. And it'll end with that, 34-10. Washington football team wins again.
Especially an overtime win, that can give you a big boost going forward this season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping keeping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner...
Yeah, here's the expected rumored card for it, Princess. Expected. WWE title match to be Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard
Randy Orton versus The Fiend Bray Wyatt, which we know that's going to happen.
watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman.
So long and sign off from the desert.
The women's tag team champions will be on the line as Lana Naomi versus another to-be-announced team versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. And rumor has it that Lana Naomi will win that match. What I'm looking forward to, though, is Seth Rollins versus Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan. That's rumored. Now, WrestleMania will only be live on Peacock TV.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
No, it won't.
I guaranteed it will.
No, it will not. It's not going to be on Peacock TV always. It's going to be on Peacock TV and it's going to be on WWE Network because not a lot of people
Now let's
have
take a
Peacock
minute to
TV.
see how you can improve your team.
Well, that's what it showed when they showed WrestleMania streaming only on Peacock. Unless they've changed it. Wheel. WrestleMania 37. Be on both. Is it on Ringside News reporting it? Did Ringside News report that?
Oh,
That it'll be on both Peacock. I think Bobby Lashley retained, didn't he? WWE higher ups were let down about Christian jumping to AEW. New announced team signing. They have now signed Kevin Egan to a deal. He'll go under the name Kevin Patrick on screen. He will also host Raw Talk. The move for Kevin Patrick to host Raw Talk could mean Charlie Caruso is getting moved off that show. I'll tell you though, that main event between Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley
I'm up by 10 now.
was the biggest bloodbath of an Indian or pay-per-view I've ever seen. You're up by 10?
Yep. Seven minutes and 19 left.
Alright. Well, that's going to do it for this Cleveland Browns, but until then, I'll see you guys in a few moments. As DKO signing off. Peace.